Alright. Evening, ladies and gents. How are we all today? Oh, God's sake. Hey, how's it going, Buff? My microphone settings have just been completely erased, so I've got no idea how I'm sounding at this point. Like, I don't think my voice is sounding as good as it should. But you know.
Hello, my future girlfriend.
Hey, how's it going, cuz? Thanks for the follow, mate, or thanks for the resub, sorry. But yeah, I mean, literally, Buff. The final part of the elephant to be done is just these tusks, mate. And gonna do some practice rigging tomorrow when I'm meant to be working on the phone. I'm gonna get the rigging out and do a couple of test runs on it. And once that rigging's done, and it shouldn't take me too long, I'll be painting this and the tusks today. And then when that's done, mate, then like I said, I'll book the postage. Give me a butt. There we go. But yeah, I'll book the postage for Friday, mate. It's been over a year. Jesus, man. Time flies, mate, doesn't it? Time bloody flies. That's crazy, man. It don't feel like that, mate. It don't feel like a year at all. Well, Cuz has been subscribed for 28 months, mate. How long is that? It's like 3 years or something, isn't it? Or 2.5 or something? Just mental, isn't it? Oh yeah, man. I mean, I've got so many commissions, man. you don't need to rush with that. You don't need to rush with that, Cuz. Is my microphone peaking, isn't it? I'll take it down a little bit. Like I said, on my like all of my microphone settings were deleted just literally before the stream. I like went to the filters and looked. I went and had to look at the filters, and yeah, it's just all over the place. I'm looking at it now, and it's I'm trying to, like, kind of... Maybe I'll just turn the gate off. I'll have to muck about with this all tomorrow. Like, the main thing is to get the stream up and running. So just let me know if there's any, like, weird feedback or any weird noise on the mic or anything like that. Because if there is, then, you know, I might just have to bin off the stream and just paint, like, without the stream on, which will be a rarity for me. I haven't done that ever. I can't even remember the last time I painted without the stream being on. Oh, that's good to hear, mate. I was wondering what was going on with the old leg and everything. Big plan was to reduce commissions. I just need the money, mate. Like, I thought that, but then I keep getting commissions, and it's like, you know what it's like these days, mate. Like, everyone's skinned, isn't they? Including me. So, and things like the lion is something that I actually kind of want, you know, that's something that I would like to do, like to paint, so it's a bit different, you know? Like things like the elephant, this Troglodon, that stuff, you know, that I find that stuff interesting. What I don't want, you know, it's kind of like, you know, I'll reduce commissions, but it's kind of like be more picky with my commissions, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to be stuck doing, you know, like units, basically. And so I actually had a commission from Ryder that kind of fell through because he don't know what he wants to do. He might give up 40k, and you know, that was like a unit of 13 Stern Guard, and you know, maybe 5 I wouldn't mind doing, but 13 just Space Marines, you know what I mean, is a bit. So although, you know, it's a bit of money I've lost out on, the reality is I've got so many more commissions I could be doing, do you know what I mean? Because I've got a Morty to do, I've got 10 Flash Gits to do, I've got 2 Slan or Lizard Men or whatever they're called to do, so it's not like I'm struggling for commissions at the moment, you know what I mean? I've got a bloke who's wants me to do more Nurgle for him, and like, I like painting Nurgle because it's so like liberating basically. And if I could just get Nurgle commissions, man, I mean, obviously I'd get sick of that eventually, but I mean, like, Nurgle commissions for me are just like, oh man, like, I can just like rinse those out, you know what I mean? So I don't mind taking on that Morty commission. Like, what I might do is I might set like a Saturday or a Sunday aside and try and do like a 1-day Mortarion stream, like, just as a challenge, you know what I mean? Oh mate, I think it was the Red Orcs that really did me in, you know. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, obviously I've got my day job as well, man, and you know, I've got my missus, you know, so you know, I've had a couple of hours off, you know what I mean, but really this is like a second job now. So last week last week I think I only did one stream last week, well, one painting stream last week, because like, an old friend of mine is like an old school friend, you know what I mean, like somebody I've been friends with since I was about 14. Like, he sort of periodically comes back from Canada, so tomorrow I'm going to be going and seeing him, and then, you know, going down the pub for a few drinks. I think I might bin off the I was going to say I might bin off the music stream this Friday, but I think another Morty, yeah man. Well, people obviously like like my Mortys, mate, and they like my Death Guard. And if anyone wants to give us a hand and go onto the old YouTube and you know, put a few views on there, that'd be awesome. I'm just wondering where I kind of want to where we're going with this right now. See, like, something like this, like I said, I enjoy painting this. What should we start with? Well, the Flash Gits are from the same Orc geezer, and he does want me to paint, after the Flash Gits, he wants me to paint 20 Blood Axe Commandos. I don't know if I can face that. That's a fair bit of money though, you know what I mean? But I just don't know if I can deal with that. I might just be realistic with him and go, look mate, if you want me to do it, but it's going to take me like fucking half a year or something to do that. Yeah, maybe. See, the thing is, though, mate, is it's a catch-22, mate. I mean, because I need the money, and like people on Etsy and stuff, mate. Like, you know, they expect, like, you know, I don't know what people think, like, you know, but they're like, oh, how much is this going to cost? And you're like, give them a realistic price, mate, and you're just not going to know. You're not going to get anything. Is the sad truth. And you know, I'm not, you know, if I was like one of these super YouTubers or something, then maybe I could charge a realistic amount, but you know, you gotta, you know, basically, you know, because it's not really a hobby anymore. It's, like I said, it's almost like a second, like I said, it's a second job almost now. It's basically a business, isn't it? And it's you know, loads of people's dream is to be a commission painter, and I'm kind of half there. But no, like I said, man, it's a tough gig, mate. I mean, it's better than working in Tesco's, though. Yeah, I know. You know, I know exactly what you're saying, Buff. I know exactly what you're saying. You know, I hear you, and it all makes sense, but like I said, the real thing is, like, you know, I just can't afford to turn too much away at the moment. But, you know, there will be a point where I'll just go, I think, you know, maybe it's run its course. Like I said, I mean, I've thought multiple times about, I basically have given up on YouTube, haven't I? Do you know what I mean? Still got that dream, though, you know. I mean, really, like I said, I mean, I think I missed my. If I'd have had this many commissions in sort of COVID times and stuff, I think I could have made a really good go of it. Because what I could have done is, like I said, I mean, I think, you know, if I was streaming in the daytime, because obviously at this point there's a huge amount of at this time of day there's a huge amount of competition, right, at this sort of time of the day. I feel like if I'd have kind of got that follower base, if I'd I'd have just done a little bit more in COVID times, you know what I mean? Then maybe things would be different. You know, the other thing is if I knew what I knew now in COVID times, and if I could have just hit the ground running at that point, I think we would have been in a different situation, you know. I'm also just a bit of a scatterbrain, do you know what I mean? I've got too many projects on the go. You know, I should just concentrate on one, get that kind of sorted, and then try and do some other stuff. Because I mean, I've got Primarchs at the pub bubbling in the background. I've got my day job, you know what I mean? I've got I've got the music. See, like, I'm one of those creative types, but I'm not much of a businessman, you know what I mean? What I really need is I need like a partner, really, to help take some of the slack. Which I've said multiple. I need like a business partner. Or like somebody to run the Discord and, like, you know, edit my videos or something like that is what I really need. Hey Firelock, how's it going, man? You know, if I wanted to keep the YouTube going properly, I'd have to employ an editor, and there's, like, you know, you need money to make money, don't you? Like, sometimes I just really have not got the time. Like, oh, you can always make time. It's like, you can't, mate. Not when I can't do the commission models and edit YouTube videos as well. Like, a YouTube video just takes so long. You know, like I've said before, the real dream is, I just keep working hard, I keep plodding along at it, and then, like, you know, in a year, 2 years, whenever it may be, you know, somebody decides to give me a helping hand, you know what I mean? Whether that be, you know, another streamer or another YouTuber or something, says, you know what, Garth, I like your shit, but you need some direction, mate, and I'm gonna help you out. I've said this many a time. That's what I need. That's what I need. Yeah, I need a helping hand. I need a helping hand from your nan, buddy. I hear she's good at it. Like zealot yellow, that's not what I want. I want a kind of rope colour, pallid bone, that'll do. Yeah, see, Firelock, me and you could go into business, mate. I've said to, like, oh man, Mitch as well. Hale Paints. The other thing is like I've said multiple times, is like you're only ever one viral video away from potential success. Do you know what I mean? If I just keep plugging away at those ridiculous music tunes, somebody somewhere is going to share one of those and go, mate, this guy's done some ridiculous fucking Sharp tune, or this guy's done some ridiculous Troglodon tune. Like, somebody should send my Troglodon tune to what's that guy's name, to like Valrak or something, and go, oh mate, have you heard this fucking weirdo's done like a fucking Troglodon tune? He'd be like, oh yeah mate, let's have a look at that. Down the Warhammer chippy, yeah man. There's a new hobby store like really close to me. I still haven't checked it out. I'm not really a go into the hobby store type of person though. I know that's going to be a shock to you lot. I just need to contact some major celebrity. Yeah, you're right. I'm sure he'd be up for it. He'd probably have to get like clearance from like GW and I don't know what else, Amazon and stuff, right? Have they said any more about this supposed 40k thingamajig? What's it called? Series, right? I'm not happy with this leather. I can't find my snakebite leather colour though. I just don't know where it's gone. That's right, buddy. We've said it a million times, man. I know what to do. I know my own problem. I know my own problem, mate. Your stream seemed like it was doing alright, buddy. You were chugging along with the followers and stuff, right? Where's the only expensive brush that I've got? I've got a Winsor Newton in here somewhere and I can't find it. It's literally the only expensive brush I own. There's this one. And I got that feeling at the moment, like, like when you're like, if I was to do this again, I would do such and such. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm at with this guy at the moment. I'm thinking to myself, if I was to paint this again, I would do some of the steps different to save some time.
Blade!
I'm thinking about joining a Kickstarter for the first time. Is that what it is? I've just been thinking to myself, that's what it is. It's not my paint. Who was that? Colossus or Mitch? I'm just thinking to myself there, man, it's not my painting. I've just realised what the issue is. Alright, I'm painting these like leather strap bits here, right? And I'm thinking to myself, why isn't the paint, like, why isn't that as vivid as I want? And that's what it is, man. It's the speed paint, isn't it? Because I used Army Painter speed paint on this version 1, and so these highlights, that's why it's taken me so long. And like, it's not me that's the issue here, that's what that is. I was thinking to myself, what the fuck is going on? Am I just fucking shit or what? Like, it's not, it's the paint itself. I've just realised, because the Mark 1 Army Painter speed paint reactivates, doesn't it? And it like bleeds in behind the paint. So I'm like trying to highlight this leather, but actually, like, the Army Painter speed paint is just dark. Every time I put a layer of paint on there, it's reactivating that speed paint behind it, and then that is like dulling down and essentially ruining my highlight. That's what the issue is. I was just thinking to myself, why can't I get like a nice sort of bright leathery colour? And it's not me, that's what it is. So that makes me feel a little bit better, actually, and a little bit annoyed.
You will be punished!
Mate, I deserved it. I've been punishing myself, actually, like mentally, while I've been painting this. That's what it is, man. That's what's stressing me out at this moment. I'm thinking to myself, why am I painting so shit? What's going on? It's not me. It actually isn't me. Which is like,
Gentlemen, I wish I could say I was glad to see you shop, but I ain't, so
Man, have we got... how's it going, Firelock, anyway, man? Thanks for playing your little intro. Have we got any of the regulars on YouTube? Perchance. Any of the regulars on YouTube, or anyone on YouTube, you want to say hello? We are live on both Twitch and YouTube. Oh shit, did I change where we're posting to in YouTube actually. I hope I didn't just leave it on music. Because anyone expecting music is not gonna stick around for this. Well, we learned something quite interesting today about that Army Painter Speed Paint. I cannot rely on it anymore. I'm going to have to either go back to contrast or fork out more money for their Mark IIs, or try another brand, because that's really not cool. Because basically it's making me, instead of saving me time, it's actually caused me a lot of it's actually causing me a lot of annoyance right now. How's it going, Borak, mate? Long time no see, man. Now what, I think I'm actually going to maybe start painting up a bit of the base, just so that I can kind of get an idea of colours. Cause some hobby controversy, get viewers. What would the what hobby controversy could I make? Slate some streamers. Nah, I think that's a bit what's the word? Below me. That's like, it's cheap, innit? Do you know what I mean? I want to do it the right way. Yeah, Borat, man, I'm alright, mate. Thanks for asking, man. How's everything with you, mate? Like, you still working at the vape shop and things, or? Yeah, all 12 of my viewers. Oh mate, everyone, literally all of the main YouTubers now, man, they're all doing retro 40k now, aren't they? Have you guys noticed? All of them are doing, oh yeah, look at these old models, oh yeah, this is my childhood and stuff like that. It's like, you fucking arseholes, man. You know what I mean? They're fucking basically doing videos that I've done like 2-3 years ago. Fucking millions of views, and it's like, oh, it's just soul destroying, chaps. It really is soul destroying. I said, I think if Primarchs at the pub doesn't go, if that doesn't go anywhere, I think that'll, you know, I'll reevaluate then at that point, and I'll think, you know what, I'm gonna just have to do some normie stuff. I like go, look lads, it's been emotional, but I'm doing Garth's cooking channel now because I like cooking. What I'd really like to do is a metal detecting one with my mate, but as I've said before, anyone who's on the Patreon can check out the metal detecting videos. Well, I really like to. I think me and Bart have got quite a good rapport. Because I've known him for years, and he's probably better in front of the camera than I am. But yeah, time geezers, mate. We found a skag spoon the other day. I just like going into those fucking bullshit rants about making everything really scaggy and scratty and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, this ancient skag spoon. He's like, oh yeah, what's that there? He's like, oh that's medieval heroin, mate. It's like, oh, is it? You know. Do you think we could? Is this still smokable after 300-400 years? Probably not. Kind of stuff like that, man. Really enjoy kind of bringing that kind of humour. I mean, that's my kind of humour anyway. I really need to clean some of this up. And like I said, I mean, I think the problem is where I've used this army painter speed paint on it, and it keeps bleeding into the other colour. So we've learnt a lesson. I think I'm probably just being a bit too harsh on myself. Guess what, mate? Makeshift, how's it going? Yeah, see, the thing is though, is that I don't know the first thing about metal detecting, and it's all Bart, and where he doesn't actually live in the UK anymore, he lives in the States. So, you know, I'd love to do time geese, mate. I mean, I could just, you know, but oh mate, I haven't got this time, you know what I mean? I mean, if I was to do time geezers, I'd have to probably bin something off. Whether that be the streaming or the commissions or the music or something. There's no way I'm binning my music off. And like I said, the music really is my kind of release anyway, as opposed to like, you know, I just like doing the music. What do you mean by fuck metallics on Bobby G? Mate, are you talking about the trim? Are you talking about are you talking about the hell that is painting Gilliman's trim? Because if so, mate, I feel your pain, you know what I mean? I think I kind of like need a proper kind of gold colour. Yeah, see, Borak, I've heard people do that, but to me, I can't see how that would save much time because there's still so much to do on him. I mean, I wouldn't consider that cheating, mate, because he is such a bastard.
Mr. Sharp, sir! Mr. Race, Mom.
Oh, cuz, are you back, are you? Do you think we're going to get anyone on YouTube today going to come and check out the painting? If you're there on YouTube, come and say hello. Mate, seriously, mate, I do not blame you at all, Borak. Like, it's such a painful model to paint, isn't it? I've painted 2. And after each time I've painted a Gilliman, I've gone like, hey, cuz. After each Gilliman, I've gone never again. Somebody said to me the other day, he might be watching now, potentially. He said to me like, "Oh mate, I'll give you like, you know, oh, I was thinking about, you know, I've got like a Rogue Trader land speeder if you want it, like you know, like I was thinking maybe you could do me a Gilliman commission and I'll give you this Rogue Trader land speeder." And I haven't had the heart to tell him. I'm like, look mate, there's no way I am doing that. I've got too many commissions anyway. and a rogue trader land speeder for the pain of painting Gilliman is not going to cut it, I'm afraid, my friend. It's kind of really weird. It's like this model's gone into like another dogshit mode for some reason. Or like another dogshit stage. It's hard to keep my motivation up. I really am going to have to reevaluate my opinion on these speed paints now after the painting this. Because there's ways to work around that reactivation, but it's not making my current life particularly easy at this stage. Such a shame as well. They almost had it right. See, like here, look. See, like on the tail. Like it's not just because that's like dark behind there, but it's like it's actually the black itself is like working its way into the lighter colours, and it's making it hard to like get that definition in there, which for kind of a living creature is not normally a bad thing. It's actually normally a good thing, I think, but right now I'm not enjoying it. Your nan, mate. Your nan's a ledge, mate. Nan about town.
Hello, dear.
An old lady? I'm terrified.
This is rubbish.
Yeah, mate. Your nan's rubbish, mate. But I quite like a pickled egg. Ain't nothing wrong with a pickled egg. gold standard for army munchie box. What, a pickled egg? Mate, like, does anyone remember, like, I'll tell you what a proper nan sweet is. It's like, do you remember those, like, caramel wafers? Like, wafer chocolate bars? I always thought they were just really shit. Mate, pickled onion, mate. Pickled onion with some cheese or whatever, man. You can't go wrong with that, can you? The kids' party special, right? Or, like, wedding reception special. Oh shit. Oh shit, right, I'm gonna have to run down the shed. I'm gonna be back in about 2 seconds. My glue's down there and I've just noticed that something's about to give way, unfortunately. I'm gonna be back. There should be about a minute. Right, back. A couple of things I need to clean up, actually. Went to the car boot sale, man, this Sunday. Didn't see any 40k at all, or any Warhammer or anything. Last time I went, I picked up about 200 quid's worth of Necrons for £15. Right. We've lost it. Okay, that goes up there for now. Oh well. I'll have to repair that in a bit. What is it? Oh. Slow going. What, sell like fizzy pop or something? Is that what you mean? hilarious, buddy. This chat is popping off, is it, mate? Popping off is like a word that like the young'uns use a lot now, isn't it? Now, I wonder, how about if we used some old school ink? Trying to bring out the contrast that way. Oh yeah, man. Wow, wood was what I'd call 0.5 edition. Back in my day, man, we didn't really like. You would have to fashion your own models with sort of vine leaves and twine. That was the real. That was the real Warhammer, mate. Take it into school in some straw to keep it from getting damaged. Teacher would give you the lash, potentially. Mate, drawing your minis on paper, man, I'm sure there's people in the chat who have done that. Like I've said this multiple times, there was this geezer that he used to play Warhammer Fantasy. I never really played Warhammer Fantasy, but like my mates like really liked it. I was always into like 40k and Necromunda and stuff more, right? He used to go, my army's gonna fucking destroy you, mush, blah 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 blah. And it's like, you don't even have an army, mate. You've got 2 like units, and the rest of it you just write unit of Hydra on a piece of paper. Unit of Hydras on a piece of paper, and then apparently that's your army. It's like, well, in that case, like we could all just like write whatever the hell we wanted and like have the best army ever. But I mean, it wasn't even like he drew some pictures or anything like that either. He would just write, just cut out a square and say, oh yeah, like these are my Hydras, and you're like, oh come on, mate. Like at least put some effort into it, man. At least buy some models and glue them together. They don't have to be painted. Nobody else's models are painted, but I mean, at least they are the models. You know what I mean? See, but a Lego cannon is 100 times better than pieces of paper, right? But like I said, I mean, if they were pieces of paper with like a decent picture of the unit drawn on it, it'd be okay. But they were just a piece of paper with biro written on it, unit of blah blah blah. I think that's not cool, man. I said, man, I can 100% get behind a Lego cannon, especially like kids. Like, I feel like that's something that's sorely missing in all of these like YouTube videos and stuff. Is like, it's all targeted towards like the supreme neckbeards, these videos, and it's like, isn't like a great proportion of like 40k players and stuff are kiddies and that, right? Like, who are spending their pocket money on this stuff, and it's like there needs to be some videos of like, look, little uns, you don't need to buy the latest coolest paints, and you don't need to buy the latest coolest stuff from Games Workshop when you're playing your mates. Do this, buy this from the pound shop and things like that, you know, stuff that they can actually afford, which does the same thing anyway. Second Ed Killer can, mate. Well, it wasn't a Killer can, it was Dreadnought, wasn't it? It was a second edition Dreadnought back then. And the cardboard Dreadnought. There was a cardboard Imperator Titan, man. Nobody ever mentions that. In Titan Legions, there was 100% a cardboard Imperator Titan. You used to get one plastic Imperator Titan, 2 Mega Gargants, and there was 100% another one in there, but it was a fucking cardboard Imperator Titan. I'm sure. There was a cardboard Imperator, right, Firelock, right? Nobody says anything about it. Everyone goes on about the second edition Orc Dreadnought. It's like, mate, does nobody remember there was a fucking Imperator Titan that was cardboard? Imagine rocking up to that in like the latest Horus Heresy version of Epic at the tournament or whatever, going, here it is, lads. Here's my Imperator Titan. They'd be like, no, you can't use that. Now, is or is not the now is or is not the cardboard Dreadnought legal to use in official tournaments? It should be legal, right? It's an official GW product, as long as it's put on the right size base. And you could just throw a neckbeard, like, well, actually, I can use it, right back in their face. Wouldn't that be fun? You know, excuse me, no proxies allowed. And you're like, well, actually, this is not a proxy. This is an official Games Workshop cardboard model, so fuck off. How sweet would that be to say? Get out of my face, neckbeard. Somewhat 2D miniature, yeah, man. Well, you could just like, could you like just stand it sideways and then it's like you can't see it. It's invulnerable now. Just do like a like walk it forward 4 inches and then use the rest of 4 inches to do a 90-degree turn, and then like, I'm shooting it. You're like, yeah, mate, it's in heavy cover, mate. Look, you can't see it. Like. Got you now, neckbeards. Who's the daddy now, neckbeards? Just swing around fucking put a second edition Dreadnought in a sock and just club him with it and go, who's the daddy now? I runs this here tournament. Ooh, who gets that reference, mate? That's a proper British reference, man. Anybody? Come on, guys, you must know that, man. Who's I'm the daddy now?
Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
Liftoff of mission 41D, the first flight of the Ever Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control.
Scum, yes, mate. That is scum, mate. Classic, man.
Great job.
Correct. Now, what did you? What are you going to win for that? God, you watch like something like Scum or Bottom or something like that. There's something about the sort of colour palette of like old school British stuff like that. Everything just looks like really dark, doesn't it? Like the camera. Like proper old school British stuff like that, man. Yes, man. I like Bottom, the young ones. I know Bottom's kind of like more, I'm not gonna say famous, but like it's more what's the word, like appreciated, isn't it, than the young ones. I think Bottom aged a bit better than the young ones, didn't it? Because it's all like kind of political references in the young ones, whereas Bottom, like, you know, you could watch that like any sort of time period and like people would kind of get it, wouldn't they? Was Yes Minister, is that a is that like a radio thing? Or? I know it's pretty famous. Again, that's something I haven't actually seen. You know, something that never ever gets old, man, is Brass Eye. And you know, when people who have never seen or heard of Brass Eye see that for the first time, mate, they're like, what the fuck, man? This was actually on TV. Like, yeah, mate. I can remember flipping over to Brass Eye when I must have been about 14 or something, maybe even younger. I can remember flicking over to Brass Eye and then like thinking, is this real? What is this, man? And then like, you know, it dawns on you, that this can't possibly be real, right? God, like Ali G as well in his heyday when he was doing he was like the only thing that people used to tune into that supposed comedy show, but I can't remember what it was called though. Like everyone just thought, right, that Ali G thing, that's really funny, but the rest of the show was really crap. I can't remember what it was called though. Anyone want to give us a helping hand with that? What was Annie G first in? Like it was like something like the Friday show or the Saturday show. It was called something like that. $11 show. Was that what it was called? Sounds about right. Where's the other elephant tusk? Have I ever watched Garth Marenghi's Dark Place?
You shut your mouth, Liz.
No, you shut your mouth, Sanch. That was funny. If we lose our sense of humour in this place, we might as well kill ourselves. We're doing all we can, but I'm not Jesus Christ. I come to accept that now.
Does anyone know why there was only one season of Dark Place? When, you know, did it just like not resonate when it first came out or something? Did that play? It's only space fans?
You want to watch me have a wank? It'll cost you a tenner.
That's the going rate, chaps. I'll tell you something I think's really cringe. Is that I think his content's generally alright, isn't it? It's like the thumbnails that broadsword gaming does. He just fucking puts his bird up there on every single thumbnail, doesn't he?
Bus wankers!
We're just going to go through all the British comedy now. Oh, I hate resin so much. I'm trying to get these tusks to look like half decent. It's fucking impossible. Resin is the original bus wanker. I hate it so much. Superior forge weld detail, chat. You bug. Gotta make the thicker part darker. That'll be alright, it's just gonna require a few coats and some shading, mate. Don't worry, Buff. They will, when they're done, they're gonna look fine. I've got to make sure they're colour matched to the rest as well. So like I said, I'll do this now and then come back to them tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. I'll come back to them on Wednesday because I'm going to pub tomorrow, and I'm going to have to get the fan on in here as I am sweating out pretty bad. Let me know if you can hear the fan. Hello, hello. Why can't I see my microphone? Yeah, I can. Alright, what's that hobby goss I've missed? Oh right, okay. So that broadsword geezer, he got that bird in on the channel for her looks, and then he ended up getting with her, mate. Poor Mrs. Broadsword and the kids, though. Nah, same with my missus, mate. Terrible, isn't it? Lack of vision. You lack discipline. It was just a random Arnie quote there. Didn't really go with anything. Just thought I'd say it. Like, why did I say that? So he binned off his missus then for that bird that he's got now. So he literally did just get some fitty to like go on the channel for him then. And watch the pounds roll in. That's where I'm going wrong. Those 3 years going through hell for my missus. Trying to, you know, go for all of that fucking stupid China shit, both of us. That's all. I could have just done that. Bashing on Midwinter. Now, we were talking about Broadsword, actually. I'm not really into like sort of bashing YouTubers, but you guys go ahead, mate. Like, you guys fucking go for it. I don't care. That's your opinion, but like, you know, as a fellow content creator, I suppose I think I should not weigh into it too much. I mean, you never know what's around the corner. It might be midwinter minis might be watching, mate. I could just shoot myself in the foot. This is it, Garth. This is your chance. I like you, Garth. God, that guy's a fucking prick, mate. You blew it. And also people in glass houses and all that, right? I'm just a miserable bastard, mate. I'm just jealous, innit? That's why I fucking continue. That's why I moan about it. I want some of that sweet YouTube action, mate. I'm prepared to do anything. Anything, Mr. James Workshop. Come over here, sit on this couch for me, Garth. Did the Patak redeem? Or did you miss out on it?
Black, are you dumb? Are you getting rude to man?
Midwinter's problem with historical vid. What the hell's that? I don't even know what you're going on about there. Enlighten me. The gaze of Gowron. Yeah, mate. The original Crazy Eyes. Well, chaps, you want some more Gowron, don't forget to hit that follow button, eh? That's what it's there for. It's for Gowron. It's there so he can keep stock. What? If you play fucking Axis in one of the World War II games, you sympathise with them. What are you meant to do then? Like, how are you going to play in a game like with use like AI cards or something? Does that even work, mate? What? You fucking playing the Axis on a computer game or a World War II sim or something like, and suddenly that makes you fucking a bad German sympathiser. That's what I'm going to say. You Twitch and YouTube won't like the NAZ something word, will they? Yeah, terrorists win. That's so ridiculous, man. So I mean, like, if you play, let's just say, like, you're playing Skyrim or something like that, and you like decide to be a vampire, does that mean that you sympathise with vampires, mate? Like, that's so silly. How are you meant to play a World War II game? Like, if somebody doesn't play the bad guys, right? You know, that's so dumb. I don't even know what to say to that, man. Seriously, mate, some people just got to wind their neck in, haven't they? Hey, alright, buddy. Thanks for popping in, man. Pleasure as always, mate. Well, also, buddy, on the YouTube channel now, man, we've got the Happy Hardcore Guzzskull tune has been uploaded, and so is the Happy Hardcore Mortarian tune, mate. So if you wanna buzz out to some hardcore 40k at some point, mate, it's there for you now, mate. And in case anyone who's new to the channel is thinking, what did he just say? 40k Happy Hardcore? Yeah, you are correct. I like Happy Hardcore, I like drum and bass, and I play live 40k Hardcore and drum and bass every Friday. That I create and play live. So yeah, that is as ridiculous as it sounds. It's basically the anti-Neckbeard party every Friday here on this channel. Seriously, man, like, you can just imagine, I could just feel like, what the fuck is this? Do you know what I mean? Like, people who take like 40k and stuff like so seriously, and then they'll be like, turn over and go, oh yeah, he's gonna play some like really cool battle music or something. It's like, no, mate, it's a fucking Happy Hardcore. And I wonder why I don't get any views. Seriously, man, bring back the 40k that didn't take itself too seriously and was just a bit of a laugh. It's gone way too far these days, man. Everyone takes it way too seriously, mate. I just can't be dealing with it. Like, all these super serious lore channels and stuff, mate. Fucking just give it a rest, mate. Yeah, I mean, I think that I would say that in the 40k population, there's a higher proportion of metalheads, isn't there, than anything else, I would say. They almost go hand in hand, don't they? And you can tell that, like, people like Andy Chambers and stuff like that were all metalheads, weren't they, back in the day? You can just tell by like the way that they look. Like Andy Chambers' classic handlebar stash, and Adrian Wood's ridiculous metal poses on like every single like 2nd edition White Dwarf battle report or whatever. And they said there was a bolt thrower, wasn't there? And wasn't there another one? There was another there was another Warhammer band, wasn't it? It wasn't just bolt thrower. There was the other one, but I've forgotten what the other one was called. Warmaster. Man, I keep hearing about Warmaster. Every time somebody mentions Warmaster, I'm like, what's that? That's... What is that? Man, when I've seen and played 9th edition, I just really don't think 40k is a fun game, do you know what I mean? That's just me personally. I mean, everyone's different, aren't they? I mean, I know, cuz you're banging to your tournaments and everything, aren't you? But I just don't find it fun, you know? Necromunda, that's a different story. I mean, it's different strokes for different folks though, isn't it? As we all know. Is 10th really bad, cuz? I'm surprised to hear you say that, mate. I thought Is it worse than Ninth? Oh, okay, it's like epic, isn't it? Yeah, I've seen it, yeah. And I said you play that, cuz, don't you? Why is 10th edition really bad then, cuz? Like, enlighten me. Because you know that I'm not a player of the games, am I? So I'm really quite interested to find out, you know, why they broke. I've seen that, like, Eldar are just like, they're just like insanely savage, right? And is that just the meta now, that everyone just goes, oh yeah, let's just play Eldar because that's a surefire win, is it? And the only reason that I know that Eldar have just been crushing people is that I've seen like thumbnails and stuff with people obviously making videos about it that I haven't watched because I'm really not interested. I'm interested to hear about it from you guys, but there's no way I'm going to watch like one of what's his face? Is it Imperium Tacticus or something like that? That does the that does like tactical breakdowns and stuff. I just find that stuff like criminally boring, I'm afraid. I mean, like, you know, like the geezer's got his hustle in that, man, and obviously he's good at what he does, and obviously he knows all the rules and stuff, but really just not for me, man. Not for me at all. Those kind of videos. But I saw like a thumbnail of his where obviously it was just like Eldar blowing the shit out of everyone, so like, I didn't even need to like see the video. I'm like, oh right, so Eldar are obviously the latest savage meta. Auspex Tacticus, yes, I think that's it. Tactical Tortoise, never even heard of that guy. I mean, obviously streaming and stuff like this, I mean, I used to watch loads of like 40k channels and stuff, but you know, after making my own bloody 40k channel and streaming like what feels like every day sometimes, like, you know, I'm just like, oh mate, I just cannot do any more anything else to do with bloody Warhammer or models, man. I need time off. I don't normally watch like political and history videos and stuff like that as well, or wrestling. I quite like watching like funny like wrestling videos and stuff, like people talking to like about like the classic wrestling days, like in the sort of like early 2000s and like late 90s and stuff. I mean, I find those quite funny. The Attitude Era of WWF or WWE or whatever they call themselves these days. Mate, surefire way to get your stream copyright striked, or maybe not copyright striked, but they'll just take all your views off you, is to play any WWF or WWE stuff, and like even if it's like 10 seconds they'll go for it. That stuff, I just find it that's just so demoralizing, man. You know what, you play like less than 10 seconds of like an Ultimate Warrior speech, and apparently that means they claim your entire stream. How does that work, man? How is that fair? The world isn't fair though, is it? We all know that, but still doesn't make it any easier to deal with. It's like, you know, if you did like a test, right? You did a test and you said to your mate, "Oh mate, can you like just do us a favour, mate? Can you just I just need to take a piss. Can you just finish off this sentence for me?" And he goes, "Yeah, alright mate." And then when you come back he's like, "Oh yeah, that's my exam paper now, because I wrote a sentence on it." Or like coursework or something, or whatever it might be. Be like, fuck off. Vince McMahon works in mysterious ways. That he does, mate. What a complete lunatic. He looks like a bloody vampire or something these days with that pencil tash. Oh mate, he's a bloody lunatic, mate, Vince McMahon is. That random person out there in YouTube land, come and say hello. Right, we're getting there now. As soon as I say we're getting there, look. Why did that happen? I thought I fixed this. I thought I was 99% sure I'd fixed this issue. Give us a few seconds, chaps. I'm going to say a few seconds, but it normally takes me about 20 years trying to get this camera back on. If that's the case, then, you know, I might just call it. We'll see. We'll see how quickly I can get this back in action. But I do really find this IV cam is nowhere near as reliable as Droid cam, but come on, you son of a bitch, man. Always allow from this computer. Oh, really? Hey, Bullet Betty, how's it going? Sorry, just having some minor technical issues here. I'm okay, Bullet. I'm okay. First time to the channel? What do you do then, Bullet? I've got a bloody bit of a savage neck. Oh, Colossus has sent me a message. Oh, my mic's clipping. Has my mic been clipping the whole time? I said this earlier. Can you guys give me a heads up on give me a heads up on how to sound, because I lost all my sound settings. Oh, it's okay now, is it? Oh, okay. But yeah, I lost all my microphone settings, so that'll be my lunch break tomorrow, I think. Trying to reset my microphone settings. Nothing's ever easy, mate, for streaming, is it? It's always something. Always something, man. I'm wondering what colour we should do this little geezer's eyes. This little mushty. And this thing. So this is a skink on a Troglodon. I'm going to have to repair his little staff though, unfortunately. That snapped off a little bit earlier. That's one of the... Like a lot of people, like, there's sub-assembled... Like, you know, like, I generally like to paint my models pre-assembled. He's quite sassy. I think that when the lichen and stuff goes on the base, this is suddenly just going to go and he'll pop to life. That could have gone better. Right, so this guy's meant to be magic, isn't he? So what kind of eyes shall we give him? He's meant to be like a little... He's like a little oracle guy, so I'm guessing that he's some sort of magic user, isn't he? So I'm almost like tempted to like give him like crazy like bright blue eyes. That's my immediate thought, is to give him like crazy blue eyes. And normally my intuition is the right way to go. Like if I second guess myself, then it normally... So let's give him blue eyes. This paint that I'm using now is kind of glow in the dark. It's that pink will show up in UV light, and so will this blue on it that I'm going to do on his eyes. It's not really glow in the dark though. Hey, how's it going, Zen? You know what, man, we're really getting somewhere with this guy now. Yeah, you've been going on a painting rampage then, haven't you? It's good to see, mate. Yeah, mission pass for Zen. Yeah, type in exclamation Discord, Betty, and get in on there. And if you're not following the channel yet, remember to hit the follow button so that you can check back in another time. Alright, Colossus, mate. I'll see you later, man. Ah, you've just been lurking, have you, Betty? See, you never know who's lurking out there. Sometimes people never like say anything, they just watch the stream and you'll never know who they are. I like interaction, man. I like trying to talking to people who watch the stream. That's kind of like the point of watching a smaller streamer, right? Is to, you know, have a chat with them and try and get to know them a little bit. You know what I mean? You know, if you just kind of want to watch a show, do you know what I mean? There's plenty of other like streams out there, isn't there, that cater for that, for the people that just talk at the camera, you know. I'm kind of going to go with sort of dark blue slate, I think. But to do a dark blue slate colour, I need what is called a royal blue. There it is. Oh, Zen, I really like the I really like the Dread Knight thing. That's a proper orc conversion, mate. With the oh, that's a bit too blue. With the little skeleton arms on the marine and stuff, looks proper sweet. Oh, great, there we go. Let me get some Uhu glue on that later. Yeah, like I said, the little skeleton arms, and like I said, like you need kind of, like I said, because I said, like, why don't you put like a grot in there with like stilts or whatever? And I think you kind of took part of that idea, didn't you? Because he's got like a little, like kind of like control box, isn't he, to like aim down, and like that's orc, you know, that's proper orc. Yeah, and that's quite grimdark as well, isn't it? He's just there. watching his battle brothers get massacred and his like arms have withered away to nothing. No. And I have painted slate this way a million times and it has never failed, and what we're looking at here is a bit of a failure. It looks cool, but it's not what I wanted. Oh my god, that was almost a massacre there. That was really lucky. I'm just gonna fucking glob that right on there, fuck it. What's the time now? 10:30. Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe. Like I said, I've got to be careful, and I don't want to burn out. And I've got to go out down pub tomorrow. Now, question is, do we stick the bracken on first? Do you think, and then put the dry pigment on? We're not quite at dry pigment stage yet, but we're very, very close to it. Let's get the classic Uhu glue out for this, and if the Uhu glue is going on there, then that will be that for the stream, because that's going to take at least a day to dry. We'll leave him there. Oh yeah, the queue's pretty big, man, but your lizard men are pretty high on the list, shall we say, man. I'm gonna start making, once I've got this lizard man done, and the war elephant thing, the war marak or whatever it is, that's going to be done by the end of the week, and I reckon this will be done by the end of the week as well. So that'll be 2 commissions done, and then I'll probably start working on it then, mate. Cuz wants me to paint a Lionel Johnson as well. Like, yeah, I've got plenty to be getting on with, mate. Plenty. I'm actually going to glue this. I'm not going to glue this on yet. I'll glue that on right at the end. Maybe pin it if I can. I'll paint that first and then glue it on there. Glue it back on there. Mate, do it. Definitely cool one in it. Why wouldn't there be a Lionel Richie Orc? Is the question. Why wouldn't there? Right, I'm gonna put Matey Boy on the shelf of commission purgatory for a little bit. Right, tomorrow, when I'm meant to be working, I'm gonna start rigging the war mumark or whatever it is. Which is going to be a new experience, but it's definitely going to be worth doing because it's just gonna. That thing looks badass already, even if I do say so myself. And those, just adding that rigging on there, man, is going to add like another. What's IG's? Oh, Instagram. I don't really put enough up on Instagram. I do have an Instagram, but I don't put much on there these days. I get so fed up with like all the different social media. Like, it's just too much. There's just too much for me to keep a handle of. Like I said, man, I really need like some sort of assistant, really. Starting to flag now, ladies and gents, so we're gonna wind down. Is anyone decent to raid? Any suggestions? Malaga War Games. Did they raid me the other day or something? Why am I like friends with them? Yeah, let's just have a look, see who we got in the Warhammer zone. Who's doing what? Oh no, don't click on that. I just clicked on the Warhammer official channel. I'm definitely not raiding that. The raiding is such a faff, but I feel like guilty if I don't do it. We're all in the hobby community and we all look after each other. That bollocks, right? Let's raid Ryboog, because I haven't raided him in a while, and he's on sometimes and sometimes not. I used to raid him and he used to raid me every now and then, so fuck it, that'll do. He'll do. Right, ladies and gents, I will not be here tomorrow, but I will be here Wednesday, Thursday, and music stream on Friday, I'm hoping. Although I might take a week off the music stream, I haven't decided yet. I feel like I might need to just decompress from the music for a bit, maybe make some new tunes as opposed to doing a stream. Patreon. Oh, am I? Well, I haven't upgraded my Patreon link. Still 40k epic narrator, is it? Oh dear. Well, if you type in !Patreon, that should give my actual Patreon link. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to change that as soon as I get off the stream. I'm going to do that. Yeah, I am knackered, man. Right. So, like I said, we're going to go and raid. Yeah, get on the Patreon bullet. Then you can nag me all you want, mate. All right. So. Yeah, you can nag me for free. This is correct, but if you join the Patreon, I'll give you a little intro that you can play. Right, I am fast fading. It's a quid. Don't enslave you. It's going a bit far, in it. Right. So like I said, I'm fading fast now, so we're going to go and raid our man Ray Boog. And I'll be back on Wednesday. You know, if everything goes well. And yeah, like I said, man, just watch the space, get on the Discord, and same goes for anyone on YouTube. If anyone even jumped in on YouTube today, oh shit, I've just removed the YouTube link as well to the stream. I'm not sure if, like, when I'm streaming, if I accidentally click off of the live paint thing, if that like just disappears or what, or if it closes down the stream, or if it keeps streaming. Oh my god, my computer's going so slow. Sorry. This is like the worst ending to a stream ever. Right. YouTube is loaded back in. Raid commencing in 10 seconds. Alright then, lads and ladies. That's that. I'm spent. And I'll see you all on Wednesday, I think. Ta-ta. And now the awkward YouTube bit.